Okay, so this intersection worksheet, I printed this off from Schoology. Looking at number 1, we're just looking at the intersection of the two lines. So when it says on these questions, it'll say, find the point that satisfies each equation. All that means is find the point where the two lines meet. So find the intersection. So these two lines cross right here. So we just have to figure out what point that is. So when we look at the actual coordinate, it's at -1 and -5. So -1, -5. And that's what we're doing. That's all we're doing on these intersections. Find the point that satisfies each equation. Which point do they intersect? And that's all we have to do. Okay, think of that as being the question. I can like barely read this. It's probably easier to see on your actual Schoology website. I printed this off, so it looks a little bit rough. But I think it's going by 2s, so I think it's at 4, 2. I think. It's probably easier to see on your computer. Same thing on this one. Should be more on the line. And remember, you go X first and then Y. Same thing here. Look and see where your two lines intersect. And again. And remember, on these, you have to go X, so left or right first, and then Y up or down next. So if you don't go left or right, that X is 0. And this one is way down here. They don't cross until they're way down here. Number 9 is talking about functions. So remember, functions, we just have to look at the X value. So we're going to erase or mark out all of the Y values and then circle all of the X's. So I've got 6, 4, and 2. None of those repeat, so that means it would be a function. Same thing on these, function or not a function. I'm going to get rid of the Y's so I'm not distracted. I've got 1, 2, 1, 3. I've got 2 number 1s. So those repeat, so that means it's not a function. Same thing here, I do not need these numbers. Only looking at these. On a graph, to determine if it's a function or not, we're drawing a straight line or a vertical line up and down. And if it crosses our line anywhere more than once, then it's not a function. But this one looks like it's a function. Proportional or non-proportional, remember if there's a plus b, anything extra added on, or 2 numbers, then it's not proportional. So if there's nothing out there, then it's proportional. (15) Same thing, proportional or non-proportional. So if we're looking at a table to just decide if it's proportional or non-proportional, we're looking for the y-intercept. So where x is 0, if there is a number, a counting number over here, then it's non-proportional. On a graph, if it's proportional or non-proportional, we have to look and see where the y, or where our slope crosses the y-axis. If it's anywhere other than the origin, then it's non-proportional.